Welcome, my crypto hero. Today I wanted to introduce you to the Dutch auction concept, which is used in MyCryptoHeroes. This concept is used for winners ticket as well as for heroes sales. So first we will see winners ticket and then the heroes. If you have a look at the help winners ticket, then you will have information how you get the winner's ticket, at which price the extension will be available for sale. So it depends on the class or the rarity of the extensions and on time also. Here you have also the limits in which this extension will be available, so from top to low, and you have also explanation how the price of this extension will evolve when not bought. Let's have an example of this Dutch auction system. So the Dutch auction system is an auction system in which the price will first be a high price as a offer, and it will decrease until someone bid. That means someone will say, I want to buy it for this price. So the positive effect of this auction type is that no one knows what the other buyers want to pay for an item, and then let's say that it will only rely on what the people think an item is really worth. So this way you can say that it's a bit fair, or more fair than the normal auction system where the price is increasing and where the richer people will always be able to bid on the top of the other. And the other thing is that the auction system is a bit quicker. There is only one bid for a given item, and then that has also significant properties. Good. So the price is decreasing. I picked the Captain Moi, which is an epic because it's quite interesting from the curve. There is a lot of movement, as we'll see, and I will explain the auction on this. So the price is set at the start of auction quite high, and again this high price is defined through the tables that you can see in the help under winners tickets. Good. So, and the price decreases with a given amount that's also fixed. Here for epic it's decreasing 4% of the price per day until it potentially reached the lower limit. The lower limit is here also. It's written what the lower limit will be. Good. Decreases per day 4%. And here you see no one wanted to buy the Captain Moi for 120,000 and 100,000, 80, 60, 40,000, 20,000. No one wanted it because they thought, it's too expensive for a Moi. Good. And here we see the first buyer. So here, if you see at the history, the first person who bought it for 15,797. And what happens here? The first item was sold. The first Captain Moi was sold. As an effect, because we are with several items in one Dutch auction, the price will be increased. So it will not keep on decreasing. As soon as someone bought it, the price will be increased, and this increase depends on one hand on the price to which the item was sold, and the number of items that are still available. So here, for instance, the increase was somehow, yeah, 240 or something. Good. Or more. So those are the small increments that you see here. We don't really see how much it was increased, but we can say probably more than 200. Good. And then other people bought these items with several prices, and you see each time someone bought the item, there was a price increase, and it was other buyer were waiting that the price goes a bit lower, buying again, lower, buying again, buyer. Here you see a lot of buyers, and here starts also to say a bit so a stable period of time here. So again, someone bought an item, the price is increased depending on what price was the first or the previous item sold, and the number of items that are still available. So here we have, in a relatively small period of time, relatively high number of buy. So that's why the price increases in the first day where someone bought it. So here and here we have around the what it is, let's say here around the 11th of June, let's say the data here 11th of June, we see that someone bought it over 40,000. The price increased quite a lot, if you ask me, and here people were thinking, well, 40,000 is very high price for a Mohai, and were waiting quite a long time before they actually try to buy the next one. And here you see in the data, the next buy happened. The next buy happened 4 days approximately after these 40,000 buy. Okay, and here you have a really nice example of that illustrates how the price increased, not only given the price of the previous item, but also the rarity or the availability of this item. So here you see the prices are more or less always around 40,000. So here you will see people bought it for around 40,000. But here you see, especially for the two last ones, that the increase in price is very different from the increase in price for previous items. So here, let's say that's also 40,000. There is a relatively small increase because it takes the price as a parameter and the availability. And there are some, let's say 10 available. For the last two, here is only 2 available on the similar price, and that means the increase will be higher as before. And for the last one is really clear increase. And there people were waiting because again 80 or 60 for Captain Moai was judged as too high price, and the last one was sold here for a price above 40,000, 43,000. So probably this person judged that the highest price until now was a bit above 40,000. He studied the data here, said okay, above 43,000. So he said okay, I just put this price and I will have a fair buy for this Moai. Okay, so as you see, the principle here is quite clear. The price decreases until someone buys. When someone buys, then the price will increase depending on the price and the availability. And of course, you will see that there are some hypes. So the price will increase quite quickly if a lot of person buy it in a small amount of time and so on. So that's it for items in a winner's ticket. Of course, you can check out some other items. So for example, for a common item, you will see different curves. Probably because the winners tickets are more often used for E or L extensions, and here you see a different curve. For a common extension, the decrease is 40% per day. The starting price is, as we see here, for a common 200, and it will go down to a lower limit of 100 with a decrease of 40% per day. So people just wait that it reaches the 100, will buy it, will wait, and so on. So here you see it always, the buyer are always or almost always waiting that it reaches the 100 to buy it. Okay, so here there are quite a lot of these items that are available, and a fair price will be probably 100. So let's switch now to heroes. So for a couple of days we have a hero sale of the Cobra series, and here we can take for instance this one, Crystal Bowie. So the curve looks like this. The starting price for the lower for the Crystal Bowie was don't remember, go down, 338. Okay, it's the start price, and that's also a Dutch auction. However, on this curve you would not really think that it started like a Dutch auction. Yeah? So the price here at start was 338, and a lot of people judged that this price was low. So they started buying it heavily. If you look at the data here, you see in the first minute of the sale there were, where's the first minute? It's still the first minute, still the first minute. Let's see here, in the first minute there were 83 items that were sold, and the price reached already almost 700 grams. Good. So here the price increase for each buy until some people say, okay, the price is too high, and they are waiting so that the price goes a bit lower. Each time people will buy it, the price will increase depending on the previous price and the availability, and the same system goes on, and here you see people waiting, then people buying because they think, okay, the price will not go lower than, let's say, 1050, so starting buying and buying again, waiting. Here at 1200, people probably said, yeah, that's my upper limit for this rare hero, so we're waiting again. Some people just buy it, making the price increase, waiting, buy, waiting, buy, waiting, buy, and so on. So this data is quite interesting because you also can see somehow where a fair price is approximately. Yeah. So here you would think people tend to buy it between 1000 and 1200, probably around 1050. Let's say the data says, yeah, around 1000, yeah, 1100, 1070 is probably a fair price for it. Here we also see the stock, so the remaining items, there are still 84 to buy, and again, be careful, the increase in price will be higher with the availability decreasing. So be careful, don't wait too long if you really want the hero. You need to judge by yourself what the fair price for this hero will be. Probably when this stock is close to the 10, there could be a panic and increase in price, but I'm not looking in the future. I don't have a crystal ball. So judge by yourself, see the data, and there you can understand if you have to wait for the price to decrease or if you have to buy because you think that the price is fair. Good. I hope that this video helped you understand the concept behind the Dutch auction used in MyCryptoHero, and I wish you a lot of success in buying items or heroes in the ticket exchange or in the hero sale, and see you next time. Bye.